The Mystery of Arpeggio Vault is a new permanent game mode introduced in 1.3. This is an all TV mode game mode. Honestly, I wasn't really looking forward to this new addition because I'm not really a big fan of the Hollow Zero TV mode. TV mode actually has a pretty bad rep from the player and the community that stemmed from beta and also 1.0. It had such a bad rep that the ZZZ devs later decided that they're going to reduce or kind of remove all the TV aspects from the story after 1.1. I didn't like the Hollow Zero TV mode because there's just too many things that pauses the gameplay. Almost every interaction feels like it's forced, which makes it feel like it's being dragged out, especially since you already encounter every dialogue in the event and you just can't skip it. Another thing I don't like is the corruption system. It feels like I was being punished for exploring and getting like really annoying debuffs. I know you can manage the corruption meter with the Bang Boo plug, but that goes back to having too many things that pause your gameplay experience. I also didn't really like the transition from the TV to combat. It feels kinda awkward and it ruins the tempo. So when I started the Mystery of Arpeggio Vault, I thought I was gonna absolutely hate this new permanent game mode, but I found it really fun. I really like it. It feels like it's TV mode done right. It's not perfect, but it's definitely heading towards the right direction. This new game mode removes a lot of the forced NPC and event interactions. It gives you a lot more freedom to explore. It feels a lot less linear than the Hollow Zero TV mode. It also removes the corruption mechanic, which is great. I absolutely love that. This game mode doesn't feel like it's being forcefully dragged out. For example, you could either speedrun it or you could just farm to your heart's desire. Since this is all TV, there's no combat transition, so we don't get any of the 3D flashy combat that ZZZ is known for. There is still combat. It is replaced by a simplified 2D combat, which I think it is fine in this game mode because it doesn't ruin the flow, and I think the 2D combat fits better for this mode. The 2D combat is pretty simple to understand as well. You have your HP stat and you have your attack stat. You and your companions are always going to be attacking first. If you don't defeat the ethereal, then they'll attack back. So if you're able to finish the ethereal on, I guess, like the first hit or the first attack, then you don't take any damage at all. It's pretty simple to understand. While I find this new game mode pretty fun and enjoyable, it's not perfect and there are some things that are pretty annoying to deal with. A couple of things that I didn't like and found kind of annoying stemmed from the companion system. Each companion would occupy, well, not really occupy, but overlap a space and they'll travel around you. But their travel path feels completely random. All companions except for Billy has an attack range of 2, Billy has an attack range of 3, so this is where it gets kind of annoying. The companion would only attack when it moves spaces, but it's not 100% guaranteed. The companion might attack when it moves into its attack range. When it doesn't attack, you have to kind of like navigate around the area to make the companion move, so then maybe then they'll attack. This is a bit frustrating, especially if your character is like one shot away and you need your companion to attack. So it's like you're doing this like silly dance around the map and to hopefully finally make the companion to attack. Another thing is the companion doesn't actually occupy a space, they kind of overlap it and they can hide like items, ethereals, coins, or event boxes, which is kind of frustrating. Especially this has led me to like backtrack a couple times because a companion was like overlapping an item, or it sometimes make me take unnecessary damage if the companion is like in front of me hiding an enemy, and I think that's frustrating. So I hope that they do decide to rework the companion system, maybe make it so that the companions are not overlapping a box but they're actually occupying a box and help you gather items around the area, or maybe have your companions occupy the same space as you and have like their stats displayed somewhere else in the UI. I'm not sure, but those are just some ideas that I'm just throwing out. I feel like some of the companion characters needs to be reworked as well. Like, what the fuck were they thinking when they designed Anton, Billy, and Lighter? Their effects are garbage. It's like trash. And I'm not gonna go too into it. I could probably make another video about it, and I don't want to make this video longer than it needed to be. But moving on from the companion system, Yanagi's mechanic is kind of annoying to deal with, especially when she's at 0 HP. Yanagi has a mechanic that can isolate an enemy where only she can attack it. This will allow you to pass through the isolated enemy, which is neat, but it's annoying when she's down and the enemy is still isolated and it's one shot. To finish off the enemy, you'll have to heal Yanagi so she can finish it off. This is kind of annoying, and I wish they change it where if Yanagi is down, then the enemy is no longer isolated. Something that I wish they'll add in this game mode is a function where you could collect items that's within like certain tiles. Because sometimes when I'm, I guess, doing an event, either like the machine event or the gambling or whatnot, items will just like spawn everywhere around me. I'd like to be able to just press a button and it'll just gather all of them for me. I think that's a good quality of life addition. Anyways, that's my initial thought of the new game mode. It's fun, it's enjoyable, it's not perfect, but let me know what you guys think of the new game mode. What you guys like, what you guys dislike, what you guys like to change. And if you like my content, go ahead and subscribe and like. I'll appreciate it very much. But other than that, have a nice day.